And welcome to the Battle of the Filipino Superstars as we have Dwight Ramos going up against Ray Parks here this afternoon. B.LEAGUE action coming your way as we have Toyama up against Nagoya here this afternoon. Welcome to our coverage. Anthony Sutai here with the call. Glad you're joining us as we have the second of the two encounters this weekend between the Toyama Grouses and the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. In yesterday's encounter, Nagoya won that match with a score of 94-68, and the Toyama fans are hoping that here at the Toyama City Gymnasium, their squad can get a victory and get right back at their tormentors. Looking at the stat line for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins yesterday in their 94-68 win, their big scorers were 18 points from Saito. As we take a look at the team standings there, Nagoya at 2-3 and Toyama at the bottom with an 0-5 card. So they're hoping they're able to pick up their first victory here this afternoon. Going back to the big performers here for Nagoya yesterday, Parks also had 15 points to go with 5 rebounds and 1 assist. And he was backed up there by Clark, Cody Clark with 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And here we have the first basket of Dwight Ramos in the B-League. Unfortunately for Dwight Ramos, he was on the floor for 29 minutes, but he shot very poorly. Only 3 out of 14 field goals. He was 0 out of 5 from 3-point distance. He did have 7 rebounds though, but Dwight would finish with just 6 points. And he talked about it after, saying he's actually just had 1 practice with this squad. As you can see, that tremendous shot. That was from Saito, who had a tremendous game yesterday. Exceptional numbers for Saito with 18 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and also 3 steals. There's Parks finding his range. Quick pass there. This is some of the highlights yesterday, but not too many highlights here for the hometown squad, as they were essentially blown out. Nice pass there inside. It is a tremendous showing here by the visiting Nagoya squad as they won, and won convincingly. These were the numbers yesterday. As you can see, Nagoya shooting so much better, 65% as compared to just 45% from 2-point distance. Also shooting better from 3. Free throw numbers, just about the same. But you see there the turnovers. Toyama had 5 more turnovers. And so they're going to have to clean up their act as far as that stat is concerned. Nice look there at Tenketsu Harimoto. And now we're going to have the introduction of the respective squads here. First, we'll show you the officials. Those will be the 3 officials handling proceedings here today. We've got referee Abe, referee Kato, and referee Hayasaki. Our referee so far here in the B-League, in our coverage that we've had, not just the past 3 weeks, but even last year, they have been on the ball and done so well. Here we have the squad of Nagoya.
Number 2, Number 4,
and here we have the starting 5. They will start out with Takumi Saito, Cody Clark, Yutaro Suda, Taito Nakahigashi, and Scott Etherton. And here we have Ray Parks, As you can see in there in action. He played a total of 20 minutes. And slowly but surely you can see he's getting back into form. He's really not played that much here so far this conference. Heading into yesterday's ball game, he's only played in 2 out of the last 4 games because of a few injuries. But he's saying that he's so much better and he's ready to go. And he showed it yesterday and looking for back-to-back victories here for his squad, the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. And here we go. The squad of Toyama.
Number 1, Yuki Yamaguchi. Number 2, Yoshiki Abatani. Number 10, Toshiki Kabisawa. Number 16, Keiichiro Matsui. Number 33, Kevin Hariyama. Number 34, Joshua Smith. The head coach, Hono Hamaguchi. And now, the starting five. Number 5, Bryce Johnson. Number 9, Takashi Mita. Number 11, Naoki Upar. Number 24, Dwight Lawrence. And number 32, Junior Mabuga.
And there now you have the starters for the Toyama Grouses, starting out with number 5, Bryce Johnson. Number 9, Takeshi Mito. Number 11, Naoki Uto. Number 24, Dwight Ramos. And number 32, Julian Mavunga. Julian Mavunga is their their triple-double machine. Coaches for both these squads, Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, coached by Shingo Kajiyama. And Hono Hamaguchi is the coach of Toyama. There you can see Dwight Ramos in action. Unfortunately, didn't have a good shooting day, and that's what he did. He tried to go inside a little bit more because he struggled from distance. He was 0 out of 5 from 3. And he promises to do a whole lot better here. That's not that easy to be able to come into a new program. Actually, even coming to a new country. And immediately try to contribute. He is an import here, so a lot is expected here of Dwight Ramos, Ray Parks, Kiefer Ravena, 30 Ravena, and a lot of the Filipinos showcasing their wares here in Japan. The starters once again, Toyama starting out with Johnson, Mito, Uto, Ramos, and Mavunga. And Nagoya Diamond Dolphins counter with Saito, Clark, Suda, Nakahigashi, and Etherton. So good afternoon and welcome to our coverage of B.LEAGUE action here this Sunday. If you're enjoying your lunch, go ahead, sit back, relax, and enjoy the action. It's about ready to begin. Early part of the season, this is just the 3rd weekend of the B.LEAGUE. Each team will play a total of 60 games. And so heading into this game, you can see Nagoya at 2-3, Toyama still struggling at 0-5. Will they finally get their first victory here? We'll find out. There's the countdown, and we're off. Here we go. Dwight Ramos on the outside. They want to be able to properly milk each possession. They don't want to get blown out, exactly like what happened yesterday. They're going to leave Uto out in the open, and he's going to drain that shot. Here's Saito. He was the hero yesterday. Takumi Saito. With a tremendous performance, leading his squad to victory. Not in the national team, but I guess he's going to say, hey, you got to give me some consideration in the future. That pass goes awry. Mavunga. Will kick it out. Extra pass. Uto. They go inside now. Bank shot not going to work there. Here come the boys in white. Three-pointer on the way. Yes! That's a pretty good start here. That time it was Yutaro Suda with a three. Nagoya now up by one. Mavunga always calling out the play. Everything starts and ends with him sometimes. Uto looking for space. Nothing that time. He's now 0 for 1 from the field. Here comes Saito. Using that pick. Eventually he's going to give it up. Looking for the bounce pass. Suda looking for another three. That time it was a brick. Uto will give it up to Mavunga. Mavunga will wait for his teammates. Try to power his way inside. Not going to happen. And here come the boys in white once again. A very low scoring affair so far here. It's just 3 for Nagoya, 2 for Toyama. 15-foot jumper is going to come up short. Here comes Uto once again. Mavunga. They'll hand it off. Ramos. Mavunga puts up a three. Won't hit that one. Rebound here for Suda. Bounce pass. Try and look for Scott Etherton inside. Uto pulling out to play. Only one that has scored for his squad. Let's see if they can get Dwight Ramos involved, or even Mavunga going towards the basket. Here's Mavunga. Nice move, shake and bake. Second attempt won't work. And here they come once again, the boys in white. Quick pass inside. Nothing Uto could do but come up with a duty foul. 2 free throws coming up here for Nagoya. Perfect feed. Off that cut there from Scott Etherton. He likes going under the basket and inside the paint as quickly as he possibly can. And his teammates have been looking for him. Etherton yesterday with 20 points. He was on the floor for 27 minutes and he added 7 rebounds and 1 assist. He's going to make both free throws. It's going to be 5-2. Nagoya in the lead. Ramos trying to make his cut. But they're waiting for Mavunga to create once again. Back to Uto. Pretty good defense put up there once again. Just one and done every single time for the boys in red. And back comes Nagoya. Saito. Coming off a tremendous game. Let's see what he can produce here. Extra pass. Going to go to the wrong individual. And here they come. Suda with a duty foul there. Had to make sure he was going for the ball, or else he might be called for an unsportsmanlike foul. Once again, trying to look for Etherton, which is a good strategy, really. Josh Smith coming in for the very first time here. The big man had decent numbers yesterday. 8 points, 3 rebounds in 16 minutes of action. Hariyama's going to check in for the first time as well. Quickly they go to Josh. Turns around, will overshoot, and they tap it away from his grasp. It's 5-on-4 the other way. Can they take advantage? Etherton inside. Will score. He's got 4 points. Early 5-point lead here for Nagoya. Toyama's got to be very careful. They don't let this game get away from them. Mavunga hits. Basket and one opportunity here for Julian. That's what you got to do. Stay in step early, especially after what transpired yesterday. And Mavunga, very close to triple doubles every time he plays. Needs to be able to really step up and step up big time here. Mavunga's stat line yesterday was 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in 23 minutes of action as Ray Parks checks in for the very first time. They always have him coming off the bench. Right beside there, his compatriot, Dwight Ramos. A free throw from Mavunga is going to bring Toyama to within 2. Cody Clark has really been more of a facilitator than anything. They swing it. Suda for 3. Suda now has 2 threes. Yutaro Suda. That's the start that they were looking for from that position. He's giving them another 5-point lead. Smith trying to look inside. Gets harassed there by Etherton. Forces the issue inside. He runs over Parks and will head to the line for 2 shots. Nothing Ray could do there. He was a sitting duck. He tried to help out. And he just got shoved out of the way there by the burly Josh Smith. First personal foul on Ray. Almost halfway gone as we have coaching staff here chatting with their players as they do whenever they have the opportunity. Smith's going to make that first free throw. A lot of fans here for Toyama, and why not? This is their gymnasium. But a lot of Nagoya fans have actually traveled as well. Smith. Second free throw. You can do that in international basketball. They tap it out. And look for Etherton. They're going to say it's a kickball. That violation will be called on Takeshi Mito. First entry here for Shane Whittington, who actually just played yesterday. Yesterday was his first game. He had decent numbers. He only played 15 minutes. Wasn't actually really needed to score. That's why he only finished with 2 points. He had 1 rebound and 1 assist. Let's see how he can contribute here. Inside, Josh Smith. That's where he can really do damage. Josh Smith, standing 6'10", 29 years old. Let's see if he can make his free throw though. Coming off an 0 for 2 stint. Makes the second. Makes his extra free throw, completing the 3-point play. Nagoya in early foul trouble here, but they're up by 2. Smith now, quickly with 5 points. Etherton wanted to hand it off. 3-pointer hits! That was Carino who just came off the bench. Instant contribution here for Yosuke. And the lead is back up to 5. They try to go right back inside to their big man, Josh Smith. Ramos up against Parks. Doesn't want a challenge, we'll give it up. Mavunga. Shot clock is at 4. They're gonna lose it. Parks in the open court. Perfect pass. Saito. Acrobatic shot, and it works. Going with the left hand. And now we're gonna have our first time out of the ball game. Watch it here. Off that turnover. Parks with the lead pass finds Saito. Avoids Dwight Ramos. Puts it up there with the left hand. Watch it here from a better angle. We'll be back. It's a 7-point lead here, enjoyed by Nagoya. Exactly 4 minutes remaining as we take a look at Hariyama, who has come off the bench here. Mavunga, as always, handling the basketball. Dwight Ramos has been replaced. He has yet to take a shot here. Hariyama for three. He got fouled in that attempt, and he will attempt 3 free throws coming up. Watch that challenge there, clipping the arm. That foul is going to go against Yusuke Karino. $15-8 is our tally here. 3:49 remaining in period number 1. Nagoya already in team fouls. So it's the penalty shooting now here for the opposing squad. Toyama, though, with just 1 team foul here. They've taken care of their fouls, but they need to be able to also take care of their field goal shooting to be able to come back. He's been cut down to 6. 2 more free throws coming up here for Kevin Hariyama, standing 6'3", 29-year-old. This can quickly get them back in the ball game. Hariyama is known as a tough defender and, of course, an exceptional 3-point shooter. A little bit of a press, and then they call it off. Katsuya Ito is in the ball game. Shows ball, puts it up there. It's going to be a miss. Here comes Mavunga. Waiting for Josh Smith. Smith gets into position. They try to lob it inside, and that's just going to be too difficult to stop here for the boys in white. Toyama now within 2. That's what they need to do, especially to get their fans into it. Stay within striking distance. Let's see, they try to go to Whittington. From the outside, it's not going to work. Parks is there. Parks likes to go and challenge the big man there for the offensive rebound, and he was able to get his team another possession. Watch it here. If you're on Bobby Ray Parks, you got to make sure that you block him out every single time his teammate puts up a shot. Under 3 to be played here in Canto number 1. Parks with the inbound. Gets it into Whittington. Straight back to Parks. Parks is going to miss, though. Takes his head there in dismay. That was a gimme. Mavunga will attack, and attack early. He's going to miss as well. Whittington with the rebound. And here come the visitors. Whittington back on the outside. Park shot very well from the outside yesterday. He's yet to take a shot here. From three-point distance, I mean. There's another three. 4 threes already in the ball game here for Nagoya. And that's given them another 5-point lead here. Hariyama. Back to their bread and butter, Josh Smith. Nice tap there by Whittington. Here comes Ito. Whittington inside, will get fouled. He's asking for 2 free throws, and he's gonna get it. He was in the act of shooting. He was turning around, looking for his shot there. When he was fouled, who will they give it to? You can give it to Mavunga, who was right there. Looks like they're gonna give it. Let's double check. Yes, they're gonna give it to Matsui, they say. Matsui's first personal foul as Whittington knocks down that first free throw. Nagoya has been in control of this match, essentially from the get-go. They want back-to-back victories here if they can. They did win yesterday in convincing fashion, 94-68. Dwight Ramos sent right back in by Toyama. He has yet to attempt. Let's see if he becomes a little bit more aggressive here. Seems like right now he's allowing the game to come to him, not forcing the issue. Mavunga. Hariyama, nice look inside. And losing possession is Josh Smith just when he was about to lay it up. Good pass by Hariyama though. Just about a minute and a half remaining here in period number 1. 3 on the way. That's the 5th three-pointer here for the visiting squad. And what a big basket once again from Tenketsu Harimoto this time. They have found their range here at the Toyama City Gymnasium more than the Toyama Grouses have. Quite surprisingly. That's going to drop there for Mavunga. There might be a little warning there for a delay of game. Mavunga asking for a foul. He was looking for a 3-point play. Both these teams did quite well last year. Toyama finished with 39 wins, 21 losses. Nagoya with a 32-24 slate. So they both had winning records. Right now, starting off this season, it's below 500. 3-pointer not going to go. Ramos with the rebound. And here comes Dwight. Ramos with a slight push. Here's Mavunga once again. They're going to call him for steps. He was moving before putting that ball down. And he's going to be called for traveling. 41.6 seconds remaining. Looking for early offense. We saw the defense was napping, trying to catch them off guard, but he was caught for the violation and the turnover. Turnover story here. So far, we got 3 for Toyama, 2 for Nagoya. Attacking on the inside. That's going to be a 3-point play. They just let him get all the way to the hoop. That's Tenketsu Harimoto. Hit a 3 earlier. Hit that 2-point basket inside there. Got stopped in his tracks. Went straight to the basket after he got bodied up there by Josh Smith. Looking to complete the 3-point play and give him 6 points in total. It's now a 10-point lead. Could be 11 with his free throw here from Harimoto. He makes the free throw. Is at 11 now, is the biggest lead of the ball game. Toyama was able to get it down to 2. Shot not going to work. They've got numbers. They kick it out. Harimoto. And they're going to swing it out. That's good recognition there. Wanting to go for the last shot. At the very least, they'll be up by 11. Open three, that shouldn't count. Even if it went, it would not have counted. But they did still try to find the open man. A very good start here for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. After the first 10 minutes of play, they are up 26-15. So far, the visitors doing everything better than their counterparts here. Shooting much better from the field overall, 50% to 35%. From three-point distance, shooting 55% compared to 0%, 0 out of 2 here for Toyama. And +4 in the rebounding as well. Also +5 in the assist department. Everything going the way of the visitors here so far. This time they go inside, and hitting there is Cody Clark, his first 2 points of the ball game. That's going to increase the lead to 13 at 28-15. Smith tries to operate once again. He's asking for a foul. Nice entry pass there from Dwight Ramos. They got to pick it up though on the other end, which is here, the defensive end, if they want to be able to get back. Etherton has checked in once again. He had a very good start. 2-pointer's not going to drop. Ramos with the rebound. And here come the hosts. Well, they got the stop. Can they get the basket here? Ramos with a 2. Will miss. That's going to stay here in this end though. Dwight Ramos' first shot here today. Dwight didn't shoot too well yesterday. He was 3 out of 14 from the field. 0 for 5 from three-point distance. Now will attack. That's where he can be really effective with those layups. First 2 points here for Ramos. That's going to cut the lead down to 9. Mavunga hits the deck. Clark for 3. No. Tap's going to go to the wrong individual. Here comes Julian Mavunga. Trying to find Ramos. Ramos shaking and baking. Will attack once again. Going to be short there. Will they call a foul though? And it might be a foul on him. No foul going to be called there. They're just going to stop the action because there is an injured player on the floor. That's actually Yutaro Suda. So the moment the boys in white were able to get possession, the referees blew the whistle. They couldn't blow the whistle there. Suda still shaken up. Watch that piece of action, and he got hammered in the face there by an inadvertent... Well, it wasn't a fist. It was just a slap more than anything else from Josh Smith. But remember, Smith is a big boy. Suda will be replaced here. A lot of Nagoya fans have actually made the trip here to Toyama. And they're there in the back, cheering on their squad. So back to the action here after that miss from Ramos. A rebound here by Nagoya, and they've got possession. Takumi Saito is going to check back in. Saito has been averaging quite well. He's had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Very good showing for Saito. Yesterday, he had 18 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Really making a strong case for himself here. Could be maybe considered for future national team duties. There's a bit of blood on the floor. So they're making sure that's cleaned up. Oh, wow. I don't think he can come back into the ball game with that black eye. That eye virtually shut. Looks like he was in an MMA match. Josh Smith there. You can see disappointed with what happened. Just trying to battle for that rebound. Made contact there with the face. I think he's going to try to go over to Suda, and he does. Gives him a tap. No malice intended there. Just 2 players going hard for the basketball. But unfortunately for Suda, who has 2 3-pointers here, he might not be back in action today. Mito's going to check back in. He did start here. That's Takeshi Mito. Started out for Toyama. But they find themselves down by 9. They were able to get it to within 2, and then suddenly another big blast put on here by Nagoya. Extended the lead, and it was at 13 just a minute ago. Fans still trying to cheer on here while we have a lull. They just want to make sure that portion there is properly cleaned and also wiped down. Can't have a slick portion on the floor as we begin action once again. 8 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Saito will give it up to Etherton. Parks launches a 3. Come up short. Etherton almost with an offensive rebound. Here's Mavunga. 3 is going to be hoisted. It's going to be a miss. Parks tracks that down. Over to Saito. They go quickly up front. Waiting for the rest of the troops. Cody Clark for 3. No. Another offensive rebound there by Parks. Easy handoff and blowing the cripple there. That was a missed opportunity by Nakahigashi. He did start out this ball game. 3 on the way. That's courtesy of Ramos finally hitting his first 3 here in the B-League. Yesterday was 0 for 5, now 1 for 1. Saito finds Parks. Parks for three, hits. Parks answers the three of Dwight Ramos. And they're guarding one another here. See, they try to go to Ramos once again. Josh Smith. Back to Dwight. Dwight, another three. Just short that time. Tries to save it. Onto the wrong individual. Saito on the break. Saito. Nice stutter step. Magical shot, not going to work that time. We should start calling him the magician. There's no trick that time. Josh Smith will hit the bench. Very productive outing so far here for Josh Smith. Smith with 7 points, 1 rebound in 8.5 minutes of action. Whittington's going to check back in for the boys in white. They're still up by 9. 3 minutes gone here in the second period. Uto has been reinserted here. Mavunga. They're trying to go inside. There was a triple team there, forcing the issue. Looks like it's going to stay here on this end, though. Story missed there. He thought he had it. Talking about Bryce Johnson. Bryce Johnson had 15 points yesterday to go with 15 rebounds. But he's had a slow start here. 3 not going to work. Johnson with an offensive rebound. Another 3. Finally they hit. It's going to get them closer in the ball game. An answer. None there from Shane Whittington. He will put that up every now and then. He was open. That's why he tried that 3-point attempt. Lead has been cut down to 6. And here comes Toyama on the offensive. Bryce once again. Bryce can actually take Whittington off the dribble. Almost a travel. Nope. He's not going to get away with that one. Traveling violation will be called here. Handing it over now to Cody Clark. But against Mavunga. Another good side light here. The matchup. They swing that ball around. Clark on the outside. Can't hit. The tap will not be controlled by the visiting team. Here comes Uto. Looking for early offense, and then they'll cup out. Mavunga for 3. No. Nice defensive rebound there from Taito. Parks. Cross-court pass. 2-pointer there from Saito. He was asking for a foul. Referee says none. And we're going to have our first official timeout here of the game at the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. And it's 34 for Nagoya, 25 for Toyama. That's a good look at Dwight Ramos on the bench. Finally getting a three-pointer to drop here in his first attempt. As we mentioned, he was 0 for 5 yesterday. Now 1 for 2. Dwight Ramos with 5 points. Expecting to be fielded back in about a minute's time. Here's Mavunga. We'll give it up. Layup's gonna work. Nice basket there from Takeshi Mito. He's a wiry individual. Cody Clark. Playing QB at the moment. We'll hand it off to Parks. Parks almost tripped. Gives it up. Whittington gets inside, tries to get the offensive rebound. Not going to happen. And here comes Bryce Johnson. Inside. Nice seal. Try to slam it through, but excellent attempt that time from Shane Whittington to make sure there was no easy 2 points. And he says, Bryce, earn it from the 15-foot line with his 2 shots. Tried to go up with a big slam. You got to hand it here to Shane Whittington. Sprinting down court to save possibly 2 points. First is going to drop though. But more than anything else, Whittington wanted to send a statement that we're not going to give you anything easy. Even if you make both free throws here, you have to go through the ringer. Or Johnson eventually is going to get his 2 points. Only 1 team foul here so far from both these squads. They've really taken care of their fouls. Saito outside to Whittington. Clark against Mavunga. Shot clock's at 5. Clark with the attack, falling away. That's going to drop. Nice basket there from Cody Clark. Clark now with 4 points to go with 2 rebounds. Mavunga almost lost it. It's going to stay here with the home squad. Clark saying, I was fouled. Watch it here. Let's see. He was able to almost get there first. Asking for a foul. None's going to be given. Josh Smith will re-enter. He's the leading scorer here for the boys in red, and so does Kevin Hariyama checking in, together with, as we expected, Dwight Ramos. Lead is at 7 for the visiting team, Nagoya. Mavunga. Smith getting into position, up against Etherton. Ramos kicks it out. Hariyama for 3. Yes! Assist there for Dwight. Hariyama drains that 3. He's got 2 3-pointers here, and he cuts the lead down to 4. Long 3 there by Clark. Smith to the rebound. Ramos and company looking to get even closer here. Dwight stops, pops. They come up short. Clark battles for that one and pushes it forward to Parks. Parks is trying to hand it off. Didn't have the right handle. And Hariyama is injured. He got hit there right on the thigh. And this is where it happened. It looked like an elbow more than a knee. He says he's good to go. Parks was looking for a pocket pass there to release his teammate. Just couldn't handle it properly. Under 3 to play here in the first half. Welcome back to this match between Nagoya Diamond Dolphins and Toyama Grouses, as we have Ray Parks up against Dwight Ramos. Quick steal here. Clark hands it down. Etherton scores. That's gotta hurt. Just when you were looking to try to get it to within 2, it's extended once again. Timeout's going to be called here. Watch that piece of action. Etherton scores inside. And a more comfortable lead here for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Two minutes, 45 seconds before we get to the halftime break. You're watching B-League action here this Sunday afternoon. It's Toyama up against Nagoya. Anthony Shintai with the call. Thank you very much for joining us. Great basketball action coming your way. Josh Smith inside. Quick move. Overshoots though. He's going to get his miss and put it right back. Cutting the lead back down to 4, and Josh Smith gets knocked down. I think they want to make sure that they dry up that slick portion. Or was there a foul going to be called? Looks like they're just going to dry it up. Ametani there trying to make a case that he was fouled. Well, he did have players all over him. Look at this. They were draped all around him. But smart play there for Etherton, making sure that he didn't foul. But the way Josh Smith carves out space for himself, it's just a joy to watch. So they just cleared that up. Coming in now is Ryumo Ono. Ono has played in all 4 previous games. The past weekends, been averaging 18 minutes. Quick attack there. Harimoto's going to head to the line. That's actually good strategy. You saw Ono checking in. Why not attack him right off the bat? Harimoto now with 6 points. Looking for more. That's a bit cruel if you really look at it, but at the end of the day, you take advantage of everything you possibly can. Ono just checked in, hasn't broken into a sweat, and you take him straight to the basket. Harimoto is going to make the first. That's going to give him 7 points. Both teams have taken care of their team fouls, just 1 apiece. And just 2 minutes and change remaining in the second quarter. Second one's going to drop. And the lead is back up to 6 once again. And look to Mavunga, who almost always brings it up for his squad. Dwight Ramos, I think, might have to help with the quarterbacking chores. There's just a little bit of a press here now. Safely inside to Mavunga. And then they call off the press. Cody Clark heads on back. Trying to stay in front of Mavunga. Ramos to Mavunga. Inside once again to Josh Smith. And a foul is going to be called. And that will be called on Scott Etherton. Actually a good foul because again, Josh Smith got tremendous position. When he gets the ball in there, it's going to be almost always 2 points. First personal foul going to be called on Etherton. Second team foul for Nagoya. Mavunga comes out. Right back inside. There's a quick double. They swing it out. Nice look inside. Amitani scores. Going to early offense. Ramos with a steal. And then it's recovered. Etherton got the good speed advantage over Smith on the outside. Nice block. So immediately Ono doing something positive. Telling Harimoto, well, you got me a while ago. Here you go. Gotta block your shot. 1:26 still to be played. 5 seconds to the shot clock. Does Clark know it? They're not going to beat the shot clock. Tatsuya Ito shot just a fraction of a second late. It didn't hit anyway. Now another chance for Toyama to come even closer. They're down by 4. Dwight to Mavunga. Mavunga puts up a 3. That rattles out. Smith was held there. That was clearly a foul on Harimoto. So everybody got surprised that Mavunga put up that hurried 3. Watch it here. Trying to go inside. And the grab from Harimoto as he picks up that foul. Actually a good one. Brand new 14 to work with are the host team, Toyama. Smith has been a real thorn here for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins this afternoon, as he has been for all the opposing teams all throughout his career, really. Mavunga to Ramos. Ramos showing the 3. Will force the issue. Will be called for the charge. I thought he was going to swing it to the corner, get an open teammate for 3. Watch it there as he just runs over the opponent there. That brings a smile to his face. He knew he made a mistake. Cody Clark. Foul's going to be called on Mavunga there as he knocked down Ito. Ito's hit the floor twice already. Gets pushed out of the way there by Mavunga and a while ago from that offensive foul from Dwight Ramos. So Ito is taking his licks. 48 seconds remain in the first half. 4-point lead enjoyed by Nagoya. Ito almost lost control. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and that's going to be too easy there for Etherton. Look at Mavunga chasing after the referee there. They've got to control him, and that's it. You've got to pull him out there as soon as you can because he's going to be called for a technical. And remember, under FIBA rules, that's going to count as a personal. And he's still at it. He could get thrown out here. They're going to keep him in the ball game, though. That could really just swing the momentum against his side. They already gave up 2 points on the layup there. And then with that technical foul, there's going to be another free throw and possession is going to go back to Nagoya. They've got to calm him down. Yes, he was hit in the face. Yes, he was hurt. But at the same time, he's also hurting his squad here. Here comes the free throw. Coaching staff's got to really calm him down. Just when they've gotten it to within 4, one of their key players just can't lose it. Well, first and foremost, he charged at the referee, and then he continued to berate him. Hats off to the referee who allowed him to let off some steam, but in the end, he just continued jabbering, and he was called now for the technical. Watch it here. This is where he got hit in the face. Actually, an inadvertent elbow there. That's why he went down like a sack of potatoes. Maybe asking for them to review it, because that was an elbow to the face. But again, you're going to have to realize that in the sport of basketball, actually in sports in general, a lot of times calls can get missed. And it didn't seem like there was any malice there whatsoever from Scott Etherton. And they still continue to plead their case. But play's got to go on. 34.6 seconds remaining here before the halftime break. And he's still continuing to talk about the hit he got in the face. And there is some blood on the floor once again. That's why this long stoppage is occurring. Second time they've had to call that individual to come up here and make sure that the floor is clean of any blood. Sweat you can wipe off. But the blood, you got to bring in that gentleman to come in to properly remove it from the floor. And now there are some blood spots on the sideline. Well, for the fans here of the Toyama Grouses, they're hoping that their team can play through this one. Should have just been a 6-point lead, and they've got possession now. But because of the constant complaining here from Julian Mavunga, a technical foul was called. And they should get possession here. They can actually do the technical free throw already. Because the blood spots are there on the sideline. Actually, past the sideline. Well, they're going to say there's no technical foul. Boy, you really have to take your hat off to the referee there. Taking all that abuse from Julian Mavunga. Here's Ramos going to bring it down. Hounded by Ito. Gonna go inside. And a foul will be called once again. Quick entry pass once again from Dwight Ramos. And look for their imports inside the lane. That's a good play. Difference of 4 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock. As Etherton will take a seat, Whittington's going to check in. 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock here for the home squad. Ramos triggering the inbound. Poor pass. Likewise, a poor outlet there. So turnover after turnover. And the shot clock is off. 5 seconds remaining at the half. Ramos inside, lays it through. They needed that basket to get some sort of momentum heading into the second half of play. And they're hoping Ramos starts to heat up come the second half. After 2 quarters, it's 43 for Nagoya, 38 for Toyama. Halftime here at the Toyama City Gymnasium. As we find the host team down by 5, 43-38. Nice basket there from the outside from Yutaro Suda. Unfortunately for Suda, he got poked in the eye. He's got a black eye, which is actually virtually shut. And so he's left the ball game. I don't think he can come back. Mafunga quickly goes inside to Josh Smith. And when he's in there and he turns around, almost impossible to stop. Another basket there on the outside, that time coming from Carino. Here's Sparks. Forward to Saito. Saito there with left hand. Quick passing. Open three there for Tenketsu Harimoto. He would follow that up with a three-point play right after. First quarter ended 26-15 in favor of Nagoya. And then Dwight Ramos went to work. That was his first 2 points. He's going to hit a three here. His first attempt from three, nails it. He had 5 points in the ball game at that stage. Parks answers right back down the end. Another three here for the boys in red. That got them back in the ball game. Parks finding Saito there. And Saito hits. Three for him. An assist for Ray Ray. Ametani scores with that incursion. Ramos with a kick out, finding Hariyama. Hariyama's got 2 threes here. A lot of good action. Coming off the bench was Ono. He had a quick foul, but with a block there. And this, to end the half on a strong note, was Dwight Ramos. He will finish with 7 markers. As we show you some of the numbers. Shooting much better from 2-point distance is Toyama, despite the fact that they're down by 5. But it was because of tremendous 3-point shooting here. 7 out of 17 for 42% for Nagoya, as compared to just 30%, 3 out of 10 here for Toyama. Free throw numbers just about the same. You can see those numbers, 8 and 4. Those are actually 8 and 4 should be turnovers, but officially it's 9 and 5 for turnovers. Nonetheless, those are turnover numbers. And 20 and 14, those are the points in the paint. So +6 for Toyama inside. That's not unexpected, because obviously you have Josh Smith inside. Here are the leading scorers. Josh Smith with 7. Josh Smith with 9. We've got Ramos with 7. And Hariyama off the bench with 6. On the other side, we have Harimoto there with 9 points. 8 points for Scott Etherton. This is the head-to-head matchup that we were looking forward to. It's Ramos up against his good buddy, Ray Ray Parks. 7 points as compared to just 3 for Ray Ray. They're also equal with the rebounds and the assists. Mafunga there still looking at his tooth as he got a wayward elbow from Scott Etherton. But this is unlike what transpired yesterday. These two teams faced off already yesterday, and it was a 94-68 win for Nagoya. Yesterday, Nagoya was led by the 15 points of Parks. Also, 18 points for the magician, Saito, who also finished with 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Leading all scorers was Etherton with 20 points. Today, he hasn't scored as much. But as far as their team is concerned, they've got the lead and they're up by 5. They led by 11 after the first 10 minutes, but a big, strong second period here for Toyama, scoring 6 more 23 points as compared to just 17 for Nagoya, and they've cut the lead down to 5. So everything still to play for here in the second half. The magician Saito starting off once again for his squad. He came up with so many magical shots yesterday. One already here today. Off a lead pass coming from Ray Parks in the first period. Ramos is going to start out together with Mavunga, and Josh Smith inserted now here to start things off together with Amitani. Doing the inbounds is Matsui. Here we go, third period underway. The fans here at the Toyama City Gymnasium hoping their team comes up big here in the second half and finally gets the first win for the Grouses this season. Mavunga might be called for a charge, and it is. Parks is right there. We mentioned earlier, Shingo Kajiyama used to be the coach here of the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins last season. And he is now the assistant general manager. And he was raving about Ray Park, saying, we expected the offense, but we are pleasantly surprised with the defense that he has given the squad. Sean Dennis is their new head coach, who was the Shiga coach last season. Parks stopping, 16-foot jumper hits. You can't leave Ray that open. He'll make you pay. Parks now with 5 points to go with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. He's filling in the stat sheet. Smith on the outside. Finds Ramos. Ramos long 2. He's starting to find his range. 9 points now in the contest for Dwight Ramos. He also has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Trying to get away inside, and he does. Cat-like quickness here from the magician Saito. Here's Mavunga to the basket. Falling away. Stop that time. Here comes Clark. Clark quickly inside. They find Ray. And Parks will hit. Parks now with 7 points. And the lead is back up to 9 here for Nagoya. Not a good start for the second half here by the host team. They're looking for offense. Smith will come up short, asking for the foul. And they're racing the other way. Saito will slow things down, and suddenly an attack. Saito's going to get back. Asking for the pick. Gives it out. Whittington. Short there on that 3. Whittington had a good game yesterday. Not too much scoring, but he's helped out in the departments that it's needed. Smith with a scream after that shot, asking for a foul. None's going to be given, but he's going to get 2 points, and he cuts the lead down to 7. 2.5 minutes gone here in the third. Clark almost traveled. Whittington's going to come up short. Whittington did play for this squad last year, but he's still finding his legs, quite surprisingly. Check that. Whittington played in the league last season, but he's a new addition here for the Diamond Dolphins. Nito slowing things down. Mavunga. Once again, they go inside. Quick double's going to be sent here. What a spin! But a miss here for the big man, and he's going to come up with a foul as he knocks down Ray Parks. Twice, Parks has come into contact here with Josh Smith. As he gets the rebound there, and he gets clipped on the head. And in the stomach as well. Hard not to come into contact here with Josh Smith. He's a burly man. Smith's going to pick up a personal there. 6:56 to be played here in the third period. Running out to play Saito. Now he hands it to Clark. Off to Parks. Parks will get it back. Parks tries to turn the corner. Ramos shuts the door on him. Parks for three. A little bit too strong. It's going to be tracked down though by the boys in white. Clark open for this one, and he hits it. Lead is back up to 10 here for the visiting Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and that has silenced the crowd. Ramos almost lost it. Eventually will. Here's Clark. Slams it through. And a timeout will be called here by Toyama. A little bit of a stare down there from Dwight Ramos. Clark doesn't like it. They send a quick double. He would lose it. And there's the breakaway slam. It's not the primary responsibility of Dwight Ramos to bring up the basketball, but he's being forced to, as they're making it so difficult for Mavunga to be able to get possession. And here he is once again doubled. Gets it off to Mavunga. Quickly a 12-point lead once again erected here by the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Just when the lead was cut down to 4 at one particular stage, even at 2. Smith with the offensive rebound here. Mavunga. Thinking about that 3 will force the issue. Nice hit there from Mito. That's going to cut the lead down to 10. But they need some stops. Talking about the hosts. And there you can hear the chants of defense from the fans here at the Toyama City Gymnasium. Whittington hits. Finally, he gets his range. Whittington today already with 5 points. There's another steal. Ramos with a duty foul. You can see the look of frustration there on Dwight. Quick hands once again from Ray Ray. People forget that he's got very long limbs. Now Julian telling him, okay, don't worry, let me bring it up next time. Especially when you've got Ray Ray on you. Nice look there at Coach Sean Dennis. Just giving out some last-minute instructions. He was the head coach of Shiga last season. Has now moved on to Nagoya. If you're just new to the B-League, these two squads had winning seasons and winning records last year. Toyama had 39-21 as their overall record, and 32 wins, 24 losses for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. So successful programs here this season, though, getting off to slow starts. Toyama 0-5, Nagoya, 2-3. Nagoya with a win here today will get to 500. Toyama, though, doesn't want that to happen. Toyama wants to get their first victory here after 6 tries. Can they get it? We'll find out. Another stoppage of play here. We've had more than a few. We got a pretty good sized crowd, and I say that because, once again, because of health and safety protocols, 50% is the maximum capacity allowed inside the gym. And we have just about that, a little under that, if ever. And a lot of fans of Nagoya have actually traveled here, and those are the fans directly behind their bench. So you might be expecting that portion to be a little bit empty, because that is reserved for the fans of the visiting squad. 5:17 to play here in the third period. 57-44 is our tally. Parks is going to make the first. That's going to be the biggest lead of the ball game here. And it's now going to be 15 at 59-44. So just when they cut it down to 4, it is now ballooned once again back up to 15. Still a lot of time remaining though. But with possession once again, it's the magician Saito. Pocket pass! Finds Etherton. They swing it. Saito left open for this one. He'll bring it closer. Finds Parks for 3. Parks will be fouled. That means 3 free throws coming up here for Ray Ray. Time for them to increase that lead once again. It was a blowout victory yesterday, 94-68 for Nagoya. As we see that foul, clearly making contact there with the left arm of Parks as he was following through. Foul's going to be called there on Mito. Parks just made 2 free throws earlier, and now he's made the first. So he's made 3 in a row. He's got 4 straight. As the visiting squad trying to pounce on their opponents here at the start of the third period. Trying to bury them early if they can. 5 straight free throws here for Parks. And it's now going to be a 62-44 lead. Some offense going to be needed here. Mavunga's going to lose it. Parks comes from the blind side. Parks tries to finish, gets blocked himself. Clark will get the offensive rebound, and they're going to set things up. Stepping on the sideline was Ray Ray. One of the few turnovers we've had here in this second half. But Parks coming alive with defensive stops, and his offense is humming. Bryce Johnson will check in, together with Naoki Uto. Uto would start this contest for his squad. Bryce with the inbound. Uto will now play the 1. Dwight Ramos still in the ball game. They need his scoring. Mavunga, quick spin. Gets denied there. Nice stop by Cody. They work the ball to Etherton. Etherton against Ramos. Will come up short. Ramos pushes it forward. Finds Uto. Bryce to Mavunga. Mavunga with the handoff. Shot clock is at 7. Mavunga showing a lot of fancy footwork and finally kisses it off the glass. That's going to get them closer. They are in the penalty though, so they cannot afford to foul on the defensive end. Under 4 to play here in the third. Being very methodical and patient are the visiting team. They go inside to Etherton. Etherton with left hand. Can't get it. He get his own miss and put it through. Asking for a foul. Already in double digits is Scott Etherton. Parks leads all scorers on their squad with 12. Ramos misfires. Ito in the lane. Will be fouled there. Bryce can't believe it. You heard him scream at the referee saying, "What?" Well, the foul is going to be called. 3:07 remaining here in the third period. Watch it here. Let's see if he clipped him. But it looked like he did make slight contact there with the right arm. Excuse me, with the left arm of Ito as Tatsuya went up for the shot. 2 free throws coming up here now. Tatsuya Ito, standing 5'8", 26 years old. And most of the Japanese players are exceptional free throw shooters. That's tapped out from the back clearly by Etherton. Checking in now is Tenketsu Harimoto. He's got 9 points in the contest. Everybody contributing really here for Coach Sean Dennis. That's a good sign. And even defensively, there's another steal. Now they'll set things up off that steal here from Ito. Ito inside the lane, puts it up and through. This is a badly needed timeout by Coach Hono Hamaguchi. This game is getting away from them. Suddenly, Nagoya up by 21. Off the steal, he converts. And it's not looking good for Toyama here in the third period. Under 3 minutes to be played here. In the third period, we're coming to you from the Toyama City Gymnasium as the Toyama Grouses host the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Right now, they find themselves down by 21. Gonna need some baskets, and they finally get one. That stops the bleeding. That stops the drought. Basket there from Matsui. Attacking once again is Ito. Etherton on the outside. In no hurry. They've got a sizable lead. Back to Etherton. Etherton will get stripped. And eventually, 2 steals there. And that swing. Uto inside will come up short. Asking for a foul. He's not going to get it. Bryce Johnson a while ago had 2 steals in that one possession. Here's Uto saying there was a swipe. Very hard to tell, especially from that angle. But the foul will be called, so Uto's heading to the line for two. He was begging for a foul, he got the foul, and he misses the free throw. Trying to jump up and down to get into this match. He did start this ball game, but now here in the second half was coming off the bench. Gets the second one to drop. Still a sizable lead enjoyed here by the visiting squad. Ito controlling the tempo, puts up another layup, will miss. Bryce Johnson with the rebound. Here comes Uto. Uto to Matsui. Bryce with a spin. And he will be fouled. Bryce Johnson yesterday played 26 minutes, had 15 points and 15 rebounds. Today, Bryce Johnson has 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Yesterday, in Saturday's matchup, Nagoya won by 26 points, 94-68. Uto, a little bit too deep inside. Look at a perfect pass. Hitting his big man in stride. Nothing Bryce Johnson could do but to foul. 2 free throws coming up here for Scott. Look at that pinpoint pass. Minute 42 remaining in this one. Third quarter action. It'll be too strong that time from Scott. Etherton had tremendous numbers yesterday. 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. Looking for another stellar outing tonight. But so far, despite the fact that he's not scoring that much, his team is up big. He does have 11 points to go with 6 boards. And he's going to take a seat. They're going to need him fresh in the fourth. Mavunga back in action. They need to make a push. Get this to a more manageable deficit. Talking about Toyama. Mavunga's going to give it up. Matsui right back to Mavunga. Nagoya with some team fouls to give. That's going to be their third team foul. As you watch it here. Little pull there from Taito Nakahigashi. He'll pick up the foul. Mavunga again. Looking for offense. Bryce finds Uto. Uto will have to settle for 2 free throws as he jumps up. Thought he had the 3-point play. That's a lost art in basketball nowadays. Moving without the basketball. Uto showing just how to do it there. So the open lane, got fouled. Now he's got 2 free throws. First one drops. That's gonna cut the lead down to 18. It once stood as a high of 21. They can get it down to at least 16 or maybe possibly 15. They have a great chance of still coming back here in this ball game. But it seems like every time they've made a run, able to answer back was Nagoya. They had an opportunity there. They throw it away, Matsui. And Uto. Not in sync. That was an open 3. Should have been for Matsui. Uto couldn't get it to him. Uto was thinking Matsui was going to cut towards the basket, gave him a lead pass instead of hitting him there at the 3-point area. Parks back. Gets it past the timeline. Parks now will attack. Swings it to the corner. Three's not going to work. Offensive rebound though for Ray Ray. Going to use 14 once again. Now having to make an attack. Ito hits. Tatsuya Ito. now with 5 points to go with 1 rebound and 2 assists. It's going to stop the rally again in its tracks. The lead back up to 19, back now to 17. Can they get a stop here? Very wisely getting in at the last minute. And Parks and company will hold for the last shot. They have a few seconds off that game clock run out, and then they inbounded it, and so now shot clock is turned off. Ito once again in the paint. Hit from there earlier. Pocket pass! Nice conversion there. And Harimoto already in double digits here with 11 points after that basket. And they're playing sweet music together. The boys here, the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, as they lead after 3. They're up 72-53. Welcome to the 4th and final quarter here as the Toyama Grouses host the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, the second of their 2 matchups here this weekend. Welcome to B.LEAGUE action. Coming to you from the Toyama City Gymnasium. Anthony Suntay with the call. Thank you for joining us. Ray Parks inside. Parks now with 14 points to go with 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And the lead is back up to 21, matching the biggest lead of the ball game. They won by 26 yesterday. Looking to make it back-to-back. Toyama trying to pick up their first victory of the season, but it's not looking good at this stage. Quick spin there by Uto. Stopped in his tracks, and a foul is going to be called there on Ray. Mavunga up against Bryce. He'll give it up. They go inside to Josh Smith. Mavunga left open for 3. He's going to come up short. Rebound there for Cody Clark. Clark. What a pass! Finds the cutting Tatsuya Ito. Ito now with 7 points. And give an assist here to Cody Clark. Clark has been averaging 5 assists per ball game, and here he comes again. Will stop, launch a 3, will miss though. He'll get it back off that tip from Ray Parks. So another possession here as the lead has ballooned to 23. Parks always lonesome. Just lays it up. Quick timeout is needed here by Coach Hono. His wards are collapsing. Just about a minute and a half gone here. Look at that perfect pass. Nobody spotted Ray Parks. We'll be back for more action here from the B-League in just a bit. Mathematically, it's still possible, but for that to happen, Toyama needs to be able to score quickly on every possession, and come up with back-to-back stops. Just to have any chance here, any glimmer of hope. Let's see what transpires here. Trying to go inside the pass, just too far there for Josh Smith. Another turnover here for Toyama. Toyama, looking at their turnover situation, they've got 17 turnovers as compared to just 7 for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. So they're not taking care of the basketball, as you can see there. Josh Smith, though, saying, I could have gone up and gotten that if I wasn't held down and fouled. Referee say play on. Cody Clark once again. Now it's back to the magician, Takumi Saito. After a terrific game yesterday, things have slowed down for him, but his entire squad, though, still up big. That's going to be a trip call there on Dwight Ramos. Ayamoto picks himself up, and they get ready to work on a brand new 14. So Ramos was already on his way down. He's going to pick up that personal. Etherton reinserted in the lineup. Parks for 3. Will miss that one. Mavunga with the rebound. But he got the stop. And they put the ball through the hoop. Extra pass finds Ramos. They can't get it inside to their big man. Mavunga with a handoff. 3 from the corner, hits. That's what they need to do. 78-56 is our tally. Nagoya so far has led essentially from start to finish. Back to Ray. Ray spins. Will miss from close range. One of the few misses here for Parks today. Smith gives it out to Mavunga. Mavunga will be fouled. Double black eye there for Cody Clark. He got a hit to the face as well. Watch it here. Try to go for the steal. Ill-timed. Josh Smith, a little bit outside his comfort zone. They need a 3 to go. They've got it. Nice basket there from Kamisawa. He's come in and given them quality minutes. Lead has been cut down to 19. Josh Smith there with a slight nudge. He's such a big man. He doesn't have to do too much and he'll knock players around. Watch it here. He was just trying to get Saito out of the way. And a slight nudge will throw the 5'8" Saito into another time zone. Picking up another foul is Josh Smith there. Ready to Parks. Trying to post up inside. And they're going to give the foul here to Mito. Parks being extra aggressive there. He knows he's got the much smaller Mito on him. Parks standing 6'4", Mito 6'1". Clark all the way, kisses it off the glass. It's another 21-point lead here enjoyed by the visiting squad. And the fans of Toyama have really been silenced. Smith inside. Gets it on the second attempt. He might be called there for a delay of game. He's visibly frustrated. Just a warning going to be issued there. His team still down by 19, saying, I've been hit on my head left and right all throughout the ball game. No fouls have been called. Bryce Johnson's going to check in here for Josh Smith. Nice look there at Coach Hono Hamaguchi. Doesn't look that frustrated. Parks is going to make another free throw. That was actually the second delay of game call. So the second will result in a technical foul, and that's exactly what transpired there. Lead is back up to 20. Parks now with 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. So Parks found his range yesterday. He finished with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. And coming up with another superb performance here today as his team looking for back-to-back victories this weekend. Saito will be fouled. Toshiki Kamisawa has given them some good minutes, but he'll come up with a foul there. Just a body check there to stop the action. He'll pick up a foul. Re-entry here of Ryumo Ono. He's been averaging about 18 minutes, but hasn't played too much here today. Unfortunately for Toyama, already they're in the penalty. So free throws coming up here for Saito. Saito with 8 points. To go with 1 rebound, but 7 assists. Making sure he's gotten his teammates involved. Knocks down those free throws as he tries to get to double digits once again. Lead is back up to 22. Quick turn by Ono. Might have to give it up, and he'll be fouled there. Foul going to be called on Carino. Well, he had the mismatch, but suddenly Etherton came and shut the door. He was forced to pass out. Three team fouls now for Nagoya. Still with one more foul to give. Ill-advised pass. And here they come off the break. Saito. They go inside to Etherton. Etherton spins, will miss. And he taps it through once again. So a rebound and a putback there. 2 points for Scott Etherton. And the lead is back up to 24. The high was 25. Yesterday they lost by 26. Nice basket there from Kamisawa. But they cannot afford to just trade baskets here. As we get past the 5-minute mark, we're going to have a technical timeout. In the next lull. 3 put up! Boy, nobody guarding the man with the basketball. Cody Clark knocks down that 3. He's got 14 points. And it's virtually a 1-ball game here for Nagoya. We'll be back for the finishing touches in just a bit. Four minutes, 45 seconds remaining in this one. A 1-ball game here by Nagoya as they will improve to 3 wins, 3 losses and get to 500 in the early part of our B-League season 2021-2022. Anthony Suntay with the coverage. Thank you very much for joining us. If you got any questions about the B-League, feel free to send me a message on Twitter at Anthony Suntay. I'll be glad to interact with you. As we see on the clock, 4:25 remaining in this one. And the visiting squad looking for more. Saito, they'll use some clock. You wonder when they're gonna send in their bench warmers. Saito hits from the corner. 12 points now in the contest for Takumi Saito. He's trying to get close to his average of yesterday. His output, rather. Hariyama will be called for a foul. That's going to be the last foul they can give up before they give free throws to Toyama. Exactly 4 minutes remaining here. Ramos. Floater, a little bit too strong. That's going to work there for Bryce Johnson. This might be a good time to try to set up Dwight Ramos for a couple of outside shots just to get him in rhythm for next weekend's games. Easy incursion that time. Nobody could stop Taito. 93-65 is our tally. Bounce pass. We're going to challenge. Etherton was right there for the stop. And Saito once again will bring it up. Saito goes inside. That's 2 free throws coming up here for Etherton. He sprints down the floor. Looks for the early seal. And what can you do against somebody who stands 6'8"? There he is once again. Ramos is a tough kid. But he's not that tall. Dwight Ramos going to pick up a foul there. So it's back to the drawing board here for the Toyama Grouses, still to get a victory as they will fall to 0-6. We talked about their record last year. They had 39 wins, 21 victories. So well over 500. But here, they're in an 0-6 hole. Peterton's day's done. Here comes Shane Whittington. Only the second game for Shane Whittington here this season. I'm surprised they still have Julian Mavunga in there. He's a vital piece for this squad, and he's in rhythm. So I'd feel much better if they had him on the bench already. You've got to get guys like Dwight Ramos involved because you want him to feel comfortable here with your squad. Shot clock at 4. Mavunga will have to force this one up. Does. And hits! He's not a player you need to get hot because you know what he can deliver and what he can do already. And he's in sync with his teammates. Try to look for other players. Even Bryce Johnson to get comfortable. Going with the left hand and then the right. Back-to-back baskets for Taito Nakahigashi. Quick basket inside for Ryumo Ono. And as they say, the clean crew are in town. Essentially. Because Mavunga's still in there for Toyama. Carino falling back. That's not going to drop. But Yusuke Carino will head to the line for 2 shots. Carino with 6 points here today to go with 1 rebound and 1 assist. As he picks up a foul there from Dwight Ramos. Ramos will foul out. He actually had 4 fouls yesterday. Not so much for trying to get him involved in the offense in the last few minutes. Carino makes the first. 1:38 remaining in this one. Before we call it a day. But this early, we'd like to invite you for more B.LEAGUE action. Next weekend, we're coming to you every Saturdays and Sundays. And there are some games that will be played and covered on Wednesdays from time to time. But again, continue to join us here for B.LEAGUE action. Ono hits from the outside. Consolation baskets there. And you gotta hand it to the crowd. They're still chanting defense here, despite the fact that their team has no chance of winning this one. For the B.LEAGUE fans in the Philippines, you can watch the games on Tap Sports. They are the official carrier of the B.LEAGUE in the country. Under 45 seconds to play. Whittington spinning with the left hand. Not going to drop. Ono with the rebound. Time for 1 possession each. Actually, this might be the last offensive possession. Well, a foul is going to be called there. And that means it's 2 free throws for Mavunga. Just to add to his tally, really. I can't believe he's still in the ball game. Foul is going to be called there, number 6, Manato Kikuchi. Mavunga still plugging away. It's going to be a long season. Would have been good to rest him, but I guess maybe from Coach Hona's point of view, he feels that even his star players are not yet in the best of shape, so he's trying to kick them into shape. Final attempt here. Looking to try to get another basket. That's going to go the other way. Off that miss from Nakahigashi. Nakahigashi had 4 points all here in garbage time. Well, he's trying to make it count. Bringing up his stats. Brand new 14 seconds to be worked with here. Difference of a second from the game clock and the shot clock. And Coach Sean Dennis says, we're going to take the turnover. Not even going to take an attempt here. So with exactly a second remaining, the inbound here for Toyama will end proceedings. And there you have it. Your final score in this one, 99-74. Nagoya defeating Toyama in back-to-back encounters here this weekend. Nagoya will improve to 3-3. Toyama will drop to 0-6. There you have the scores. A very strong second quarter for Toyama. And then they crumbled in the third. And then it was a very meek reply for them in the fourth, as Nagoya wins this one, pulling away. In just a bit, we're going to hear from our winning coach, Sean Dennis, and some of the players from the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. I'm quite sure we're going to hear from Ray Parks, one of the key players here today. As Nagoya says, thank you to the B.LEAGUE fans here inside the Toyama City Gymnasium. And as is customary, the Toyama Grouses squad will talk and interact with their hometown fans before they officially call it a day. There's Dwight Ramos. Not the best of numbers for him once again here, but he will adjust. A lot is expected of that young man. First time playing as a professional. He actually still had 1 year of college eligibility left. But because of the COVID-19 situation in the Philippines, he opted to forego his final year in college. There hasn't been college basketball for 2 years. But the college situation in the Philippines might pick up by next year. But as far as Dwight Ramos is concerned, he has turned pro and he's now showcasing his skills here in Japan. As we have Coach Hono addressing the crowd, we're getting set up to listen to Coach Sean Dennis in just a bit. Scott Etherton also came up with a big game for his squad. He was replaced by Shane Whittington for the last 3 minutes. Etherton would finish with 15 points. Clark had 14 points. Parks, coming off the bench, outdid them all scoring-wise with 17. 12 points also for Saito. And Harimoto off the bench also with 11. Here we have winning coach Sean Dennis.
勝利した名古屋ダイヤモンドドルフィンズヘッドコーチショーン・デニスヘッドコーチにお話を聞きたいと思います。コーチ、勝利おめでとうございます。
Congratulations. ありがとうございます。
昨日に引き続き連勝ということですが、なかなかゲーム1、ゲームプラン通りにチームプラン通りにやった後の試合って難しいと思うんですが、試合前にどんな指示を今日は出しましたか。
It's 2 wins in a row. It's always hard to get the second game to go according to the game plan as you did the first game. What kind of instructions did you give to the players before we started?
We just talked about being more consistent and not having periods of play where we just make many mental errors, and I thought we did a good job of that. And even in the first half, I think we missed 5 layups and gave up a lot of second chance points. And in the second half, we did a much better taking care of those things, and we finished each possession very well.
一貫性をもうちょっと持つっていうことを今日言いました。相手も強く出てくるっていう中、昨日みたいなメンタルな間違いを減らさなきゃいけなかったんですが、前半ちょっとありましたが、それ後半をだいぶ直して、レイアップも前半入ってなかったのも後半入り出したので、それが勝った要因になったと思います。
名古屋の選手は非常にクレバーな選手が多いなと思うんですが、コーチとしてその辺どうですかね。
Got a lot of from his view, it looks like we got a lot of smart players, a lot of clever players on our team. What do you think?
Look, we've got great depth, and I feel on these 2-game weekends that depth is going to be an advantage for us. And as the players learn the system I'm trying to implement, it takes time, a new coach with some new players, but they're great guys who really work hard to understand what we want to do, and it's slowly coming together.
新しいコーチ、新しい選手がたくさんいる中で、自分のシステムをなかなか、教えるのにちょっと時間かかってますけど、やっぱり賢い選手が多いので、それはうまくいってるところもあります。で、そのベンチの深みも、今日みたいな2連続の試合の時には本当に助かります。
はい、それでは最後にこれを見ている名古屋ブースターの方に、一言お願いします。
Message to the fans.
As I said to our fans after our Hiroshima game last Sunday, we're starting to play the type of basketball that we want to play, which we call Dolphins basketball, and from here we can just build on it and keep supporting us, and we look forward to getting home next week.
広島戦の後にも言いましたけど、やっとうちらしい、ドルフィンズバスケットボールができているようになってきましたので、それも引き続き応援に来てください。早く、来週はホームなので、それも応援に来てください。よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Tremendous all-around performance here by the visiting squad, Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and that could be scary, as Sean Denny says. I've come in with a new system, and the players are still learning it. But despite the fact that he feels the players are still adjusting, they're already at 500 with 3 wins and 3 losses. Here we have Ray Parks.
Congratulations.
はい、ありがとうございます。
前節と合わせて3連勝ということですが、今の気持ちを教えてください。
3 wins in a row right now. How are you feeling?
I feel great. It's definitely a stepping stone. We're continuing to build as a team, continue to build trust, continue to build chemistry, and I appreciate Coach Sean for allowing me to play, and my teammates for trusting me and believing in me. And we got the job done today. Hopefully, continue to grow and build.
まだ今から積み重ねているところです。チーム、スタッフ、選手も他の選手もちゃんと僕に信頼を置いてくれて、いい場所でボールもらえるようにしていますので、本当にそこら辺には感謝しています。でもここからまだ積み重ねていかなきゃいけないです。
ということは日本のバスケチームにはどんどんアジャストしてきたっていうことですかね。
You've been able to adjust with the team right now in Japanese basketball?
Definitely. There's a lot of great competition over here in Japan, and my teammates are great guys on and off the floor, and they just make it easier to go into practice each day and get better and work hard. So, like I said, we want to continue building. Hopefully, make the city of Nagoya proud and represent the B.LEAGUE.
この今積み重ねている最中ですが、本当にチームメイトもいい人ばっかりで、オンコート、オフコートでも本当に受け入れてくれてますので、練習に毎日行くのも楽しいし、ここからどんどん積み重ねて良くなっていかなきゃいけないんですけど。
はい。相手チームに富山の方に同じフィリピン出身のドワイト・ラモス選手がいたんですけど、その辺は今日は意識したんでしょうか。
Do you think at all about Dwight Ramos playing, another guy from the Philippines playing on the other team today? Is that on your mind?
Oh, definitely. It's brotherly competition. Definitely have love for him. He's the up and coming for sure, a great player, and I'm just glad that even Filipinos have the opportunity to play basketball in such a great country here. So we just want to represent our country the best way we could and represent you guys the best way we could.
本当に彼と一緒にやってて、兄弟愛みたいな感じでやってますけど、彼も若い選手で今から育っていく選手だと思いますし、彼と一緒にやっててやっぱり意識はしてますが、本当にフィリピン人としてフィリピンを代表して、プレーできるのが本当に嬉しいです。で、フィリピンだけではなく自分のチーム名古屋も代表できて本当に嬉しいです。
はい、それでは最後に、名古屋ブースター、それから今日母国フィリピンでもこの試合が流れているということで、フィリピンブースターファンの方にメッセージをお願いします。
Message to our fans, and I guess this was televised in the Philippines today too. So a message to the Filipino fans also.
Okay. To everybody that's supporting, everybody in the city of Nagoya, thank you so much for your support, your unconditional love, and your warm welcome. I hope we represent you well. We'll continue to strive for greatness, continue to just fight for you, and represent the city in the best way that we can, on and off the court. Sa aking mga kababayan, maraming salamat sa inyong suporta. Nanalo tayo today. Thank you, Lord. Patuloy niyo lang po kaming suportahan dito. Hindi lang po ako sa Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, pati lahat po ng mga Pilipino, pati lahat na naglalaro po dito sa B.LEAGUE. God bless po. Take care po.
名古屋ブースターの皆様には本当にいつも応援ありがとうございます。なるべく誇りに思える、試合展開とかいろいろ、オンコート、オフコートも名古屋を代表していきたいと思いますので、ここから応援もよろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
There you heard from the player of the game, Ray Parks. Again, coming up with back-to-back stellar games, leading his squad to back-to-back victories as well. Parks would lead all scorers with 17. He was backed up there by the 14 of Clark, also 15 of Etherton, 12 points from Saito, and also Harimoto coming off the bench. There's Uto, hitting early. But after that, it is really all the visiting squad. Nice three, put up there by Yutaro Suda. Unfortunately, he had to leave because of an injury. Actually got poked in the eye there by Josh Smith. His eye was virtually shut. Josh Smith, as he entered, they pounded it inside, tried to go to him, and he did his work. He shot 6 out of 10 from the field for a total of 13 points. But unfortunately for Smith and the host team, it wasn't enough. Here's Ray Parks. Finds the magician with the left hand, putting it through. Saito. He just hangs in the air. A lot of swinging that ball from right to left. A lot of assists here for Nagoya. 25 assists in total as they won this one. Going away. Actually, they had +7 in terms of the assist department. In steals, +6. Can you imagine 11 steals as compared to 5 here for the host squad? Ramos is going to hit there as he starts to heat up, but coming right back is Ray Parks answering that three. Toyama started to heat up, but unfortunately when they heated up, so did their opponents. First quarter ended with Nagoya up 26-15. The first half ended 43-38 after a strong second period from Toyama. Ramos finds Hariyama. As we mentioned, Hariyama, pretty good production off the bench. Ono's gonna come up with a big block there. Ramos trying to create for his squad. That was a basket right before the halftime break. That would get them to within 5. And after a nice performance at the half, here comes Parks and company once again, right back to business. Dwight's going to hit that long too. That gave the crowd something to cheer about, but then in the end, Saito will attack and score, and that will silence them once again. Here's when Parks would come up with a few steals over Ramos, and there's a slam there from Cody Clark. Mofunga trying to force the issue. Steps back, gets that 2 off the glass. Etherton, quietly effective there. Showing us his footwork. Uto will try to go inside. Cross-court pass. Long 2-pointer there from Matsui. Mofunga talking to his squad, saying we still have a glimmer of hope in the fourth. But with pinpoint passing like that one from Cody Clark, nothing Ito could do but just lay it up and give his team an even bigger lead. Here's Parks with another layup. I think if he knew that the B-League was counting the number of dunks he had in the game, he would have slammed that one through. Third period ended 72-53 in favor of Nagoya. And they went through the motions here in the fourth. Coming off the bench, helping was Toshiki Kamisawa. But his contributions really went for naught because Nagoya was in complete control of this one. Final few plays here. Getting away with 2 quick baskets. In the end game was Taito Takahigashi. Mavunga with a fall away 3 there. Getting another consolation basket. Ono will join the scoring with a 3-point shot. And that's going to put a close to this one. A 99-74 victory for Nagoya, following up on their 94-68 victory in yesterday's encounter. Here we have the numbers. The Diamond Dolphins not shooting that much better at 55% to compare to 50% for the Grouses. 3-point distance, just about even. In fact, you have the Grouses shooting 1% better. But making more threes in the end was Nagoya, 11 3-pointers as compared to just 7 on the other end. Turnover numbers, 19 turnovers and just 8 for the Diamond Dolphins. We've got here the leading scorer for the Grouses. They've got 13 points from Josh Smith, 17 points for Ray Parks. But look at the support that he got. 15 points there. We talked about it earlier from Etherton and 14 from Cody Clark. On the other side, Ramos would finish with 9 and 11 points from Julian Mavunga in a losing effort. We're going to have the leaders in the different categories. Scoring was Josh Smith. Rebounding, Josh Smith. Assists, Julian Mavunga. On the other side, Parks, the leader in scoring and rebounding. And assists, not a surprise, 8 assists here for Takumi Saito. Yesterday, he had 5 assists. Today, he came up with 8. This was the head-to-head that we were looking for. The 2 Filipinos playing here this afternoon. And not just winning the ball game, but even in the individual matchups, Ray Parks dominating the youngster Dwight Ramos. And that's going to do it here for our coverage this Sunday afternoon. Nagoya winning this one, 99-74. In behalf of everybody here from the B-League, Anthony Suntay saying thanks for joining us. Till next week, take care. Have a good afternoon ahead. God bless.